The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now, and obviously one to be careful with, as you see there, currently leading the senior circuit in long balls.
And 3 home runs over his last 10 games, too. First pitch of the at-bat.
Segura runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it'll be right on the bag as Montero nails him trying to take second.
The best way a pitcher can slow down the running game is various moves. Hold the ball, throw to first, show your best move to first, or slide step. The guy tried to steal on a slide step right there. The chances are you're going to be out, and they nabbed him.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Patrick Corbin gets the start for Arizona in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
And that's in there for strike one. EK, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, and this game's not always that hard. You hit the ball, you throw the ball, you catch the ball, but lately they haven't been doing any of the 3 particularly well. That's going to need to change, and soon.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Fowler around second. He's headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So he's in at third to kick off the inning as you take a look at the league leaders in triples.
Yeah, Matt, he's hanging in there among the best in the National League. Currently in 6th place in that department. So clearly gap power and speed are big parts of his game. Adds another triple to his total here, and now we'll see if his team can find a way to bring him in.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. This is line to left, and the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
That's a nice swing of the bat right there. Hits that ball right on the button out to left field. That'll easily score that runner from third.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers.
Well, and that's exactly what you want from your corner infielders. You gotta love having those big boys down the lines that drive the ball out of the yard.
And no No swing, apparently. Ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Off and running is Hayward. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It's offline, but he's out. Gunned down trying to swipe the base.
And I think they're going to set the tone early that they want to be aggressive on the base paths, but this stolen base attempt just doesn't pan out.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, this team runs pretty well. They drive the ball into the gap pretty well. And as long as they keep avoiding the double play ball and let the game come to them and just drive in runs when they get the opportunities, they're going to be just fine.
Chris Bryant gets his first opportunity now, trying to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Smoked on the ground left side. Gosselin comes up with it, and the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. It just didn't work out here.
National League leader in that category.
Yeah, and he's such a young player, too. You know, it's great for baseball as a sport when we've got such dominating young players like him making their mark, and it's so much fun to watch.
Line drive to left. Tomas is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. David Peralta will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
David Peralta.
Hamill into the wind. Here comes the first pitch. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
The 1-0 delivery. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Please, Hamill, don't hurt him.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Striding into the box, Jake Lamb. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. Called strike two as he locks him up there.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Batting second, the catcher, number 28.
Oscar Hernandez will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got one hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Addison Russell strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Addison Russell.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one. And with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. He's got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Stepping in, Jason Hamill, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Peralta moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, catcher,
Miguel Montero gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. In there, strike 1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This is skied into short left center. Tomas has a beat on it, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Yasmani Tomas will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play.
Tomas.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory and reined in, 1 away.
We'll take a look at this on Show Track, and that's been an effective location for him so far. He's really been handcuffing these guys inside, and he gets another pop-up out of it.
Phil Gosselin strides forward for the first time, and he's been in a bit of a slump recently. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Hamill has his target. Here it is on 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, the strikeouts sure come in bunches for this guy. Remember, he had 10 of them in his last start, and he's well on his way to maybe even matching that number in this game.
Stepping in now, Patrick Corbin. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Hayward. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Cubs 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Dexter Fowler.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third, and that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hitting machine for them.
Jason Hayward stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
Yeah, and so far that's been the only real offense in this game. Good pitching we're seeing so far.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this one-run lead.
Anthony Rizzo is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Now both runners are breaking. Chopped in front of home plate. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
And you know, this was not one of those 3-2 start the runners kind of a deal. This looked like a straight double steal, maybe even a hit and run thrown in there. And it's going to wind up at least a partial success for these guys because the runners do move up, albeit on the ground out.
Chris Bryant comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. The hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Jorge Soler will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
First pitch on its way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. That's lined into right center for a base hit, and maybe more as it'll scoot all the way out toward the ivy. 2 runs have scored. Now a 3rd runner heading for the plate, and he is in there.
He's 1 strike away from getting out of this and stranding all 3 runners, but this is a mistaken location, and it's going to cost him big time. With 2 outs, that runner's moving on contact from first, and he's going to follow the other 2 guys home and make this a 3-run double.
Here's Addison Russell. Lays off 1-0. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
3 runs already home here. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Goldschmidt is there for it, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. The Cubbies are in front, 4-0. A.J. Pollock will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
Gene Segura standing in as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Hamill sets. Here it comes on 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far. So this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
The 0-1. And he punts the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
First and second here with nobody out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound. The 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. That's a good idea. 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Show Track. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Standing in now, David Peralta, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Too high. Ball 3. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Well, that could have been the turning point right there. I mean, this is a spot where you at least got to put that ball in play. Now with 2 outs, that rally could go right down the tubes.
Jake Lamb gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Jason Hamill is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close. And now he's in a big hole.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but Knapp, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. You know, now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Miguel Montero will stand in now with the runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again. And this is starting to become a theme for him.
Here's the first pitch to him. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
And there's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Gets a small piece near the plate. Hernandez gonna have to hurry. And a rather easy first out.
The center fielder, number 24.
Dexter Fowler digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
And if you're wondering, that's 52 pitches now through 3 1/3.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 10 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So it's an early shower here this afternoon, as this will not go down as one of his better outings. Sam Conley is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Fastball, strike 3 called, as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And he's probably thinking, if they just could have left that starter in a little bit longer. I mean, he was 2 for 2 against him. Not so fortunate against his successor.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Here it comes. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Leading off the inning, Oscar Hernandez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Hamill gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. On the ground up the middle. Backhanded. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 24,
Yasmani Tomas is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And that misses 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Phil Gosselin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Difficult to lay off, but he did it.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Still looking for that final pitch to get him out of this inning. But he's seen the count move now from 0-2 all the way to 3-2.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And with 2 away, you're just looking to get on base somehow, especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So At the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more
Your
pitches.
attention, please.
Chris Owings
Pinch hitting
will
for
get the
Arizona,
call here as he'll hit for the
number
pitcher.
16, Chris Owings.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Takes this the other way to right, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. They still find themselves down 6-0. Andrew Chafin is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Chris Bryant steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Oh.
Two really good takes. Looks like a guy who was going to take a giant hack.
Maybe once or twice.
Into the windup. Here comes the out of the inning.
Oh, that's a nice comeback from.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder, Jorge.
Settling in now, Jorge Soler.
For another pitch he can drive right here.
Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line.
Or play it on the hop, and as it turns out, he doesn't even get a glove on it.
Here's Addison Russell, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, he can forget it.
The 0-1 delivery. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 6 runs, 9 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Ball 2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Jason Hamill will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. And it is a run.
We've seen these guys make their fair share of mistakes so far, and here's another. This one hurts even more because it costs them a run. That's just a simple catch behind the plate that needs to be made.
Second and third, 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Looking to minimize the damage here. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Payoff pitch on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Dominic Leone is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Dexter Fowler will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Well, he's done some pretty good damage in clutch situations with 2 RBIs in this game already.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there, because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Set to deliver on 2-1. This could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. 3-2 now.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
2 out, bases loaded. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Three-two with the bases loaded. Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Hernandez is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases-loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 3 left. 5 innings complete. The Cubs are on top, 7-0. A.J. Pollock will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Very softly hit to the left side. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Boy, when you're starving for offense, this is a huge break. They get the leadoff man on here to start the inning, and maybe getting this pitcher into his stretch might just jumpstart that offense.
Gene Segura standing in as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
First baseman number 44.
Paul Goldschmidt will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. 1 out and a runner on third. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
The 2-1 on its way. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Here's the 3-1. And the count will be full. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
David Peralta will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, look at the stop by Rizzo. It's in time.
Oh, what a play.
Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Jason Hayward gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And, oh, strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he will take a look at a fastball in there. As that strike zone expands just a little, it's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Smoked on the ground up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Boy, and how he managed to get enough on this swing to get it into the outfield, it's beyond me. I mean, this is pure muscle right here, because that ball is nowhere close to the barrel of the bat.
Chris Bryant gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. One and one, here it is. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runners on first with 1 down. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Swing and a liner, but foul. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
A runner on first with 2 away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Tomas giving chase, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're still in control, 7-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Jake Lamb is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Oscar Hernandez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. One and one. Here it comes. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around to score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. As he'll take a look at ball one. Two out, nobody on. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Tyler Clippard will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 19, Tyler Clippard.
Jorge Soler will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time.
Michael Bourne.
Chopped weakly to the left. Barehanded on the hop. Got him.
Woo, no problem. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's Addison Russell as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. This crowd likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
That misses 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Still 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Jason Hamill.
Yeah, he's coming on quickly here. Let's see in show motion if he makes the play. Yep, sure enough. He got to it before it touched the ground. Nicely done.
Jason Hamill will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
First offering on its way. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are down in order, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Phil Gosselin will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and That's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100. Two and one after the foul ball there. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Michael Bourne at the plate now, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And Bourne will take it again, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Hayward at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, not a lot of offense to go around for these guys so far. It's just their 3rd hit of the ball game, but at least this one's an extra base hit and goes for a double.
A.J. Pollock will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his 4th double here on the season. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swinging a soft liner in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 2.
Gene Segura steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Comes set. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. One and one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Ready on 1-2. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and that's going to be all for Jason Hamill. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just 1 earned run. Joe Nathan will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Joe Nathan.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Nathan's ready. Here's the first pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. Back goes Fowler, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Here's Segura around third, heading for the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Hosed.
So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 7 and the D-backs 1. Miguel Montero will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Here comes the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 24.
Let's check the grip on that last split-fingered pitch. You can see how wide his fingers get across the top of the baseball, and that's what gives it the backspin needed to be effective.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 now. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Hit in the air to center field. Pollock is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Digging in, Jason Hayward. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on top 7-1. David Peralta will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Nathan has the target. First pitch on the way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Here it comes on 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Rizzo is up with it, and the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman,
Jake Lamb stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. That's by him for strike one.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. 2 down here in the 9th.
The catcher, number 20,
Oscar Hernandez stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Brendan Drury will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 27, Brandon Drury.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out with the man at first. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Phil Gosselin would be next. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
You know, they aren't always quite so easy, but this one was never really in much doubt as they cruise home to that 6-run victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Dexter Fowler. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 7-1. So long from Wrigleyville.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error. They left